What will happen when a police officer out on night patrol hears a strange noise from an abandoned house? As he ventures inside, he discovers something so heart-wrenching that it brings tears to his eyes. On the night of July 6, 2015, when officers of the Chicago Police Department stumbled upon an abandoned house that seemed to emanate an eerie presence. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, it was the unusual, spine-chilling sounds that drew the officers closer. The noises grew louder and more disturbing as they approached, resembling screams of agony that seemed far from human. Determined to uncover the source of these haunting cries, the officers cautiously entered the dilapidated building, flashlights in hand. As they navigated the dark and decrepit interior, the sounds became more distinct, revealing a sense of immense suffering. Their hearts pounded with a mix of fear and curiosity. But before we go deeper into the story, make sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. Let's continue the story. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the officers located the origin of the cries. What they found was a heartbreaking scene that no amount of training could have prepared them for. 2 dogs, male and female, emaciated and near death from starvation. The sight was so shocking that the officers had to do a double take. These poor creatures, reduced to mere skin and bones, looked as though they had been abandoned for an eternity. Realizing the urgency of the situation, the officers immediately called the Trio Animal Foundation, TAF, for assistance. The brave officers quickly transported the suffering animals to a nearby veterinary hospital, which thankfully was open despite the late hour. The staff at the hospital, moved by the dire condition of the dogs, sprang into action as soon as they arrived. The brown female dog was named Ileana, and the white male pit bull was called Jack. The Trio Animal Foundation is a charitable organization dedicated to supporting shelters, rescues, and individuals by covering the medical expenses of homeless pets. Their mission also includes promoting adoption and responsible pet ownership, such as spaying and neutering. TAF took over the care of Jack and Ileana, determined to do everything in their power to save them. Ileana was severely underweight, tipping the scales at only 24 pounds when she should have weighed almost double that. Her blood work indicated that her body was in starvation mode, and she was anemic. However, as bad as Ileana's condition was, Jack's was even worse. He was not only in starvation mode, but also suffering from hypophosphatemia, a condition that put him dangerously close to liver failure. Both dogs were teetering on the edge of death, and their survival over the next few days was highly uncertain. The severity of their condition meant that reintroducing food and nutrients had to be done with extreme caution to avoid potentially fatal complications. The veterinarians implemented a special feeding regimen for both dogs. They received IV fluids and several small meals throughout the day to prevent refeeding syndrome, which could overwhelm their starved systems and lead to organ failure or death. This meticulous approach was crucial for their recovery. Ileana, despite her frail appearance, began to show signs of improvement sooner than Jack. She started to stabilize, becoming more aware of her surroundings and able to keep food down. Meanwhile, Jack continued to struggle, but the dedicated care of the veterinary team never wavered. With a combination of electrolyte supplements and medication, Jack eventually started to recover as well. By July 29, 2015, just a few weeks after their rescue, both dogs had gained weight and were beginning to show their naturally happy demeanors. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Ileana's recovery was marked by a special bond that formed between her and one of the vet technicians named Chris. When she was weak, Chris would carry her around the hospital, draping her over his shoulders like a little fawn. This close contact brought Ileana immense comfort and happiness, and she would often seek out Chris when she felt strong enough. Their bond grew so strong that by late August, Chris decided to adopt Ileana, unable to part with his favorite girl. As Jack and Ileana regained their strength, they also become more socially independent. This was a crucial step, as they would eventually need to be adopted into separate homes. Jack, however, faced additional challenges. He exhibited significant behavioral issues, likely stemming from his traumatic past. TAF was committed to helping Jack overcome these issues, and he was placed in emotional and behavioral therapy. Through dedicated support and training, Jack gradually worked through his anxieties and fears. By September 14, 2015, He was ready to start looking for his forever home. Just 2 weeks later, Jack was adopted by an experienced bulldog owner who continued his training and provided him with a loving new family, including a canine sister. The Trio Animal Foundation expressed immense gratitude to everyone involved in the rescue and rehabilitation of Jack and Ileana. Their combined efforts gave these two dogs a second chance at life. The heartwarming tale of their recovery and adoption serves as a testament to the power of compassion and dedication. If you enjoyed this story, please share it with your friends and family. Thanks for reading, and stay tuned for more uplifting stories. So, that's all for today. What are your thoughts about this story? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support means so much to us. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.